Good morning everyone, hope you all safe with a good health. With you Ms. Dina Al-Badri, science teacher for grade 6. Today we will start to solve our revision sheet, worksheet 1, lesson 1, ecology. Give one word. What is the meaning of a community of organisms and their non-living environments? A community of organisms and their non-living environments. It will be ecosystem. Number 2 is made up of all the population of different species that live and interact in an area. It will be community. It includes organisms that are closely related and can mate to produce filter offspring. When I say that there is a group of organisms from the same type, it will be species. A group of individuals of the same species that live in the same place at the same time. So when I say it at the same place, it will be 5. The study of how organisms interact with one another and within the environment. It will be ecology. An influence where organisms can survive. Biotic factor or abiotic factor? Abiotic factor. A non-living part of the environment, such as water, soil, sunlight, it will be abiotic factor. Question number 2. Put true or false. Number 1, ecology is the study of non-living things only, or non-living things and living parts. It will be false. Abiotic factor is non-living part of the environment. True. Population includes organisms that are closely related and can mate to produce fertile offspring. Population of species. So number 3, it will be species. False. Number 4, individuals within a population often compete with each other for resources. True or false? True. Number 5, community is made up of different ecosystems. True or false? It will be false. An ecosystem is a community of organisms and their non-living environments. It will be true. Worksheet 2 is about rules to energy transfer. This lesson is talking about producer, consumer, and decomposer for a chain food web. Number 1 is called an autotroph. It used energy to make food. It will be producer. Number 2, an organism that gets energy and nutrients by breaking down the remains of other organisms is called consumer or producer or decomposers or animals. So the answer will be number C. Number 3, what is an organism that eats other organisms? It will be consumer. A consumer that eats only plants is called carnivore or herbivore. The answer it will be herbivore. Herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores, that 3 types of producer are consumer or decomposers. The 3 types of consumers. Number 6, all food chains start with producer, consumer, or decomposers. Producer. Question number 2, fill in the spaces. Number 1 is the primary source of energy for most ecosystems. So it will be producer. Number 2, what eat mostly dead organisms or dead matter? Decomposers. Number 3, what contains many food chain? Food web. Number 4, what is the process which light energy from the sun is converted into food? It's the process of photosynthesis process. Number 2, answer the following. This figure showing a food web or food chain. Food chain. food chain should start with consumer or producer? Producer. Rabbit is considered a consumer. From this food chain, form a food chain from this picture. Number 1, grass. Number 2, rabbit will eat the grass. Number 3, bird. Number 4, owl. Number 5, fox will eat the owl. Worksheet 3, land biomes. Land biomes. Number 1, he wants you to make a matching from this word: desert, biome, tundra, and grassland. Number A, an area with a very dry climate, hot temperature during the day and cold at night. This is a desert. Excellent. Number B, region with a grass and few trees, moderate amount of precipitation. So number B, it will be grassland. Grassland. Number C, a large region of the earth where the climate determines the types of plants and animals that live there. So number C, it will be biomes. Number D, a region in the far northern and far southern with the long winters, very low temperature, and little precipitation. So this is called tundra. This is called tundra. Okay. Choose the correct answer. Number 1, a biome with warm temperature, lots of rainfall, greatest diversity of the plant and animals. This is a tropic rainforest, grassland, annual precipitation, or coniferous tree. Which one? This is number 2, cone-bearing trees that usually keep their needles or leaves all years. This is known as coniferous tree. Number 3, a region of evergreen coniferous forest below the Arctic and subarctic areas, low average temperature, more precipitation. This is a place called taiga. Okay, worksheet 4, energy and matter transfer in the ecosystem. Number 1, part of the water cycle, where an excess of the water runs down and doesn't sink into the soil and eventually make it to the rivers, lakes, and oceans. This is a groundwater. Number 2, anything that has mass and takes up space. This is a matter. Number 3, water vapors cools and become liquid. This is a condensation process, the process by which cells use oxygen to produce energy from food. During respiration, sugars are broken down to release energy. This is a combustion process. Number 5, breakdown of dead organisms and organic wastes. This is a decomposition. Number 2, true or false? Number 1, the movement of the nitrogen between the environment and living things. This is the nitrogen cycle. True. A tool that can be used to trace the flow of energy through an ecosystem. This is a precipitation. No. False. Mass cannot be created or destroyed. The law of conservation of mass. True. Number 4, the water. Number 4, the water that fills the cracks and space in underground soil and rock layer. This is a precipitation. No. False. Okay, that's all. Hope you all understand. Please try to solve by yourself your revision sheet. Thank you.